My name is Sharon Bois, and I'm the Multimode Optical Fiber Product Line Manager for Corning Incorporated. Today I'm going to be demonstrating Corning's ClearCurve Multimode Optical Fiber. ClearCurve Multimode Fiber is the world's first ultra-bendable multimode fiber that is capable of supporting bend radii below 10 millimeters and still maintains full standards compliance to the high bandwidth OM3 and OM4 standards. Optical fiber carries light, and light likes to travel in a straight line. So when you bend a traditional optical fiber, some of that light escapes from the core and loss is induced into the system. With ClearCurve Multimode Fiber, we've introduced an engineered optical trench around the core. And that trench prevents the light from escaping when a fiber is bent. The reason we're so excited about this innovation is that it solves a lot of the problems that have plagued data center managers and other enterprise network IT managers for years. ClearCurve Multimode Fiber enables systems with greater reliability and less downtime, more future-proof systems, and it also enables smaller and lighter cable, hardware, and equipment designs. Think of an equipment box today that has to be this size, because if you bend the cable any tighter than that, you'll end up with too much loss. Now with ClearCurve Multimode Fiber, you can bend the cable much tighter and have that same amount of loss. So you can take a box that had to be this big today, and you can shrink it down to something that looks like this. And what that means is that you can improve your data center footprint, you can improve your airflow, and you can also reduce your overall energy costs. For the demonstration, we're running 10 gigabit Ethernet over this network. I have our standard 50 micron OM3 Infinicore fiber in line with our ClearCurve OM3 multimode fiber. I have a monitor here that's showing network traffic. So you can see right now we're transmitting and receiving about 6 gigabits per second, and there aren't any errors coming through the network. The video behind me is a live feed, and I've got a power meter which shows how much loss is being introduced into the system. So if I take a standard mandrel, and I wrap our traditional 50 micron fiber 3 times, you can see I've introduced 1.4, 1.5 dBs of loss into the system. I've got significant pixelization in the video behind me. And you can see now my receipt rate has dropped to kind of 5 gigabits per second, and I've started to introduce errors into the system. So now if I do the same thing with our ClearCurve OM3 multimode fiber, those same 3 turns, now I have a fraction of the amount of loss, really about 0.1 dB. You can see the video is still running clear. I'm still transmitting and receiving 6 gigabits per second. And I don't have any errors. So mandrel wrapping is pretty typical of a standards type measurement or deployment, but that's not what you see in the real world. So if you pick up a floor panel or you look at the back of a data center rack, you may see something that actually approximates more of like a knot almost. So I'm not recommending that you actually tie your cable into a knot, but if you get into a situation where that happens, with a standard multimode fiber, you can see significant pixelization actually to the point that you've brought the video to a halt. You've now got 4 to 5 dBs of loss in the system, and the errors are significant. So as I take that knot out, you'll see the video start to run again. And now I come over and I do the same thing with our new ClearCurve multimode fiber. So same type of knot. You can see a fraction of the amount of loss. Video is still running clear. And still no errors introduced into my system. No one plans to have tight bends in their data center or other enterprise network installation, but tight bends happen. You see cables that get caught in cabinet doors or cable ties that are pulled too tight. Repetitive moves, adds, and changes can result in a situation that looks more like a rat's nest than a typical structured cable link. With ClearCurve multimode fiber, you can rest easy, because you've greatly reduced the bend-induced attenuation in your system, and you significantly increased your system margin. And what that means is greater system reliability and less downtime. Multimode fiber has long been the cost-effective choice for enterprise networks. Now with ClearCurve multimode fiber, the choice is even clearer.